Ladies and gentlemen, it is week 6, and it is time for the biggest game in Lemonwood football history. The biggest game of Bryce Murrow's career, but today we're also going to be seeing Lane Esterly's return to the MFL. Let's send it down to the field. Take it, and he slips, and he's down at around midfield. Here we go, Fairhaven with their new return of Lane Esterly back onto the team, and it's the biggest game of their season so far. He's gonna throw to Tyler, and it's a first down. Here's first down. He's gonna get a handoff to Lane, and Lane will have a solid gain. Here comes second down for the Fairhaven offense, and Lane is in at quarterback. He's gonna throw, got a completion on his first pass of the game. Here's third down. Tyler back to throw. Lane is back in at receiver. Tyler going to Lane. It is almost intercepted. And here comes fourth down. And already, Fairhaven facing a fourth down on this drive. Here's Tyler back to throw. Got Lane running. He's going to go to the end zone. Overthrown and incomplete. Turnover on downs. And here we go, Lemonwood getting the ball right back. Bryson at receiver. Aiden snaps back. At quarterback. And now he throws. It is almost intercepted. And a huge play. Almost got intercepted by Lane. Here's second down. Gonna fake the handoff to Bryce. Now Bryce is in coverage with Tyler. Aiden. Now he's gonna throw it. It is caught by Bryce. And that'll be a first down. And here we go. First down for this Lemonwood offense. Bryce is in at quarterback. He hasn't been in there all year. Now he's going to hand it off to Aiden. Aiden looking for the edge. And he is down. Great play from Lane. Here we go. Bryce in at quarterback. Very strange. Like you haven't seen him there very much this season. Aiden's getting locked up pretty well. Bryce doesn't know what to do. Now Bryce runs it. He takes off and escapes Lane. He's still running. Could he go to the end zone? He can. That's a touchdown. Here we go. Aiden and a quarterback. They're going for two early on. An aggressive push. Aiden could have had Bryce wide open. He didn't have him, though. Now he's going to throw to Bryce. He's wide open, and he's got a catch. What a start for Murrow. Here we go. Fairhaven deciding to take it from the 1. The score is 8-0. Lemonwood. Now he will throw. It's caught by Tyler. And I don't think he was down twice. Now he'll run for an extra few yards. And a good play from Tyler. Here's Lane in at quarterback. And in the pregame, he looked like he has gotten much stronger. Now he'll throw. Got another completion to Tyler. Oh, he makes a move and he's finally down. And here we go. That was a really good play from Tyler. Turns out he escaped. We didn't get it on camera, but he picked up a first down. Now he'll throw to Lane. It's caught. And a good gain for Lane. Fairhaven making a solid drive here down the field. Second down now. Throwing near sideline. Ball is almost intercepted. And here's the offense. Lane going to be in at quarterback. He's going to throw to Tyler. It's overthrown and incomplete. Here we go. Lane in at quarterback. Huge play. Now he'll throw to Tyler, and it is dropped. That was a very good pass, though. Here we go. Lane with his brand new team. He's back to throw now. It is fourth down. They've got to go to the end zone. He'll throw a back shoulder ball. Incomplete. And another turnover on downs. Here we go. The Lemonwood offense now going to take over. Aiden's back to throw. Oh, he has a burn. Bryce is wide open. Dropped. Here we go. Faking the handoff to Bryce on second down. Bryce looking to burn Lane. Aiden still hasn't thrown it. He's just sitting in the backfield. Bryce did have a burn. He's not going to throw it, though. Now he's going to just lay it up, and it is intercepted. Going the other way. back to Fairhaven. And at the end of the first, it is 8-0 Lemonwood. Fairhaven looking to respond here in the red zone. Good. And here's Lane back at quarterback. Nothing's going on. Throwing to Tyler, overthrown. A huge missed opportunity. Here we go, Lane in the backfield. Now he's going to throw. He wants Tyler, and it is incomplete. Here we go, Tyler back into quarterback. Lane is going back to receiver. He's directing Lane. Lane's got a burn. He's in the end zone, and it is overthrown, incomplete. Here we go, Lane in at quarterback. He's going to throw to Tyler. Once again, wide open. He's got it. And this will be a touchdown for Fairhaven. And that makes it 6-8. And now a chance here to tie it if you're Fairhaven. Now he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Here we go, Aiden in at quarterback. Bryce running, now a throw. Oh, nearly a huge interception. Could have also been a catch. Here's second down for Lemonwood. Faking the give off to Bryce. What's he gonna do? Now Bryce, rolling right. Throwing, it is caught by Bryce, oh my goodness. Here's third down for Lemonwood. Now Bryce has the ball. Aiden is in a receiver for the first time of the day. Aiden running short. Bryce doesn't really have him. Aiden's getting locked up in coverage. Bryce gonna try to run, and he gets a move on Lane, finding an edge. Can he get there? It's a race, and Bryce is gonna win it. He's gonna go all the way to the end zone for a touchdown. Here we go, Bryce in for the 2-point conversion after his huge breakaway play on the scramble. There's people talking on the field, and now the play is live. Mostly looking to just probably throw it up here. He will, and it is dropped by Smith, and it remains a one-score game. Now Lane will begin the drive at quarterback. He'll throw. Got another completion to Tyler. Here's Lane on the play, and at quarterback. Gonna throw it downfield, and another completion. What a performance so far from him. He's doing way better than expected. Here's Lane after his big completion. He's throwing it short. It is caught on his head, and that'll be close to a first down, but not quite there. And here we go. Lane back in at quarterback. Fakes it to Tyler. And a little bit of a confusing play. He'll be rushed, and it'll be incomplete. Here's a very short field to work with. Lane will throw. It is caught again. First down. Lane continuing his drive at quarterback. A great performance so far. He'll throw, and it is caught again. Huge one-handed grab from Tyler. Close to the first down. Here we go. He'll throw, and it is caught by Tyler, and he holds on to it for a first down. Finally building a bit of a drive here. Here's Lane. Looking for Tyler, and it is dropped. Here's Tyler in a quarterback here in the red zone. They switch Lane to receiver. Lane had a burn. What's he gonna do? He doesn't have anybody. It's a one-on-one. Lane will drop it. Here is third and goal. They switch Lane back. He's had a solid drive so far. Can he finish it off with a touchdown? It's caught by Tyler, and he is in for to the end zone for a touchdown. Score is now 12-14. Lane with a really solid game at quarterback. He will continue his day with a good 2-point conversion. Here's Bryce beginning the drive at quarterback. Hasn't done that very much this year. He scrambled for a touchdown last time. He'll take off again. Another foot race. Bryce stutter steps, gets to the edge. And he's still running. Waving to his opponent. Will he get caught? It's close. But no, he's into the end zone for another touchdown. And the most anticipated matchup today was Bryce versus Lane, and Bryce with a much bigger impact for his team. Here we go, they're gonna go for 2. More aggressiveness, it's worked out well today. Bryce is in double coverage. Quarterback wants to run it. He easily could if he wanted to, but he's not going to. Now throw, and it is incomplete, and it remains a 6-point game. Here we go, about a minute for this team, Fairhaven, to drive down the field. Major playoff implications on the line today. Lane is in at quarterback. He'll snap the ball. The play is live. This is really confusing. He'll get a block. Now here he goes. Makes a move on Aiden. And he will have a really good gain, close to a first down. Here you go. Lane in at quarterback. He already passed the line of scrimmage. And a penalty on the play. Here we go. Lane's still in at quarterback. He will try to run. And that might have been another rushing before 5. Here's Lane in at quarterback. 33 seconds to go on the drive. Throwing it up, and it is caught over his head and a first down. And he was out of bounds, and the clock will stop. Here we go, 26 seconds on the clock. Lane will throw. It is caught by Tyler in a big game. They're driving down the field. And a hurry-up offense here. Tyler will throw. Back shoulder to Lane. Caught. Here we go. Last play of the half. There's 3 seconds remaining. Lane is in at quarterback. I'd say that's a pretty smart move here. He wants to throw to Tyler. Incomplete, and that leads us to halftime. Lemonwood with a 20 to 14 lead. Bryce, you pulled off multiple huge plays in the first half. This is probably your best career game ever. What do you think has gone into this performance? Is it the playoff aspirations that are on the line, or is it just anything personal, or what is it?
Probably just trying to get into the playoffs so I don't disappoint Roman, the captain.
How do you feel about Roman not being here and you having a great performance? Do you think this will make a better morale for your team?
Definitely. It just depends on if the teammates show up for each game. Which I'm already saying this, I won't be here for the next Lemonwood game, so hopefully this win gets us close enough for the morality to get into the playoffs.
All right. Congratulations on a huge first half. What can you do to lead this performance into the second?
Learn how to pass the ball when I'm at quarterback, and just have my other teammate who's subbing try a little harder during the third quarter and fourth.
All right. Congratulations on your solid performance. And after a quick break, let's get back to football. It's out of bounds. Here we go. Bryce trying to get open. And on the first play, Smith is going to run. Lane will hawk him down, and he escapes. And Aiden actually will have a touchdown. He was never down. And Lemonwood starting off hot. Now, wait a minute. The ball is picked up by a Lemonwood player right now. Be a touchback. He fumbled the ball in the end zone. He never crossed the line with possession. But the players have no idea about this. Let's see. Tyler going to get the ball. This is a very interesting situation. If one of the Lemonwood players gets the ball, Fairhaven players gets it in the end zone, Tyler is going toward the ball right now. If he picks it up, then that'll be Fairhaven ball. And it looks like he's going to. And Tyler kneels it in the end zone. Fairhaven ball. And a hilarious mistake, one of the funniest we've seen in the league. And now Fairhaven gets the ball back. Thrown and tipped and almost intercepted. Here's Lane. Here's Tyler running across. Lane will throw, it is batted down. And Lane clearly telling his teammates something to try harder in the second half. He's got a touchdown and a huge play. Here's third down for Fairhaven. Lane trying to get open. Bryce with really good coverage. Tyler not going to run now. Great coverage from Murrow. Now Lane gets open and it's underthrown. It is now fourth down. It's interesting. Let's see what they'll do. Most likely they'll go for it. You could possibly see a punt coming up. And here we go. Tyler wants to run. He's in past the line of scrimmage. Great coverage from Bryce. What is going to happen here? Throwing. It is caught. And he is short of the line, and Lemonwood takes over in the red zone. Here we go. Aiden in at quarterback. The screen pass to Bryce is dropped. Here's second down. Here we go. Bryce wanting a burn. Is Aiden going to throw it? Still is unsure. Ball is thrown up and intercepted by Lane. His second of the day. Got a block and he's down. And in his debut as a Saint, throwing and it is almost intercepted. Dangerous play. Both teams struggling to build an offensive rhythm here in the first half. Tyler flickered it to Lane. Lane over the top. Incomplete. And the wind making a really big impact on this one. Here we go. Lane at quarterback. Got the first down with Tyler. And with Lane at quarterback, their offense has looked decent today. But without Keegan, their star player, who hasn't shown up to a single game all year, they've been a little slower in terms of pace. Here's this one, caught for a decent gain by Tyler. Here we go. Snaps back. Lane back in at receiver. Now he's going to throw off of his head. And an incompletion on a drop. And here is third down for Fairhaven. Huge playoff implications. Lane's debut. He'll throw. Batted down by Lemonwood, and here comes a fourth down. And here comes fourth down for Fairhaven. They've got a large chunk of yards to pick up if they want the first. Wind is coming hard. Pause. Throwing. Drop by Lane, a beautiful pass. But Lemonwood will take over on downs. The Lemonwood offense now takes over after their catastrophic mistake on their last drive. Now he'll throw. Bryce has it. And he is on a foot race to the end zone. Touchdown. 26-14. Here's the 2-point conversion. Bryce will go in. Bryce has a wide open running lane to his right. He's not going to use it. Under pressure, and he's sacked. And Lane continues his great day on offense. Excuse me, defense. Here's the kickoff. So he kicked high, a pretty distant kick, and it will sail right into the end zone. And Lane touched it. He's at the 1-yard line. And here we go. Lemonwood. Gonna get a rare win. Here's a throw caught by Tyler. Power through for a few extra yards. And historically, Lemonwood is not good at all. But this year, they've already got a win on the record. And they could get a career. Excuse me. They could get a franchise high. 2 wins on the season. And Tyler will be down. End of the third. Here we go. Lemonwood trying to get their third ever franchise win all time. Trying to hold on to a 26-14 lead. Here we go. 1 quarter of play remaining. Go Tyler starting in at quarterback. Pump faking. Just sitting in the backfield. Now he'll run. A decent chunk of yards. Here's Tyler. Lane has the out route. It's caught. And a foot race, but Bryce will catch him this time. We go just short of the first down They just need a few more yards. They're going to go deep anyways. Once Lane dropped again. 3rd and short. Tyler scrambling, has the first down. Fairhaven keeps the drive alive. There's Tyler back to throw. Lane running. Throwing deep. Incomplete. And they're going to put Lane back in at quarterback. First time on this drive. Now we'll throw to Tyler. And another completion. And he was down, but I guess I'll run it anyway just for fun. Here's Tyler in at quarterback. Lane running over the middle. He's going to throw. Incomplete. Here we go. An interesting decision. They're not going to put their trust in their defense. They're going to go for an onside kick. They have to get back to get past that football that's sitting right there. Here goes Tyler. Going to roll. No one's in the area. Ball is free. Still a fumble. He'll pick it up. Tyler. Excuse me, Aiden. Going to the end zone. Touchdown, Lemonwood off the onside kick. Here's a 2-point conversion. With that touchdown, it's now 32-20. Bryson at quarterback. Gonna throw. Good ball, but it's a little behind his head and incomplete. Here's the kick. It's gonna be very short. I'm gonna lay on the ground, and Tyler waiting to touch it, trying to get Bryce to do just that. Interesting situation. Lane will be on the ground, and he will have it. There we go. Lane will start off the drive at receiver. Tyler throwing. Incomplete. 4 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. Fake the pitch. Throwing screen pass. Bryce tries to escape. Lane tries to escape, but Bryce gets him down. Here is Lane. Looking for Tyler. Screen pass is caught. He'll get a few extra yards. Faking the handoff. Almost a fumble there. Lane over the middle. Faking it. Tyler didn't want to run. Here he goes. Throwing. Oh, I didn't get it on camera, but it's dropped. And here we go. 4th down. Essentially to keep the game alive. 3 minutes remaining. Can Lane deliver a huge throw? Incomplete, and Lemonwood's defense makes a stand. Here we go, about 3.5 minutes remaining. Looking for the one-on-one. Bryce is wide open, and he delivers the knockout punch. And he will be down at the 1. Huge play. And Lemonwood getting a huge franchise win if they can hold on. Here we go. Directing traffic. Gonna throw it up. Intercepted! Huge play and a major mistake for Lemonwood. And Lane gets his 3rd interception of the day to keep their hopes alive. Here's Tyler. Following the Lane interception. Now he's gonna throw it up. Dropped again! And he's really struggling at receiver, but he has kept the game alive anyways. And with Lane struggles at receiver, he's going to go in at quarterback. 1:45 remaining in the game. Lane trying to run, and he'll be down. The ball is free! Who recovers it? It's a fight for the ball. Aiden has it! And Lemonwood takes over. And here we go. Aiden rolling right, throwing to the end zone. Incomplete. Here's 2nd down in the red zone. We're just wasting the clock. Aiden will run, finds the edge. Touchdown, Lemonwood. Nope, he'll go down at the 1. 3rd and goal coming up. Here's 3rd and goal for the Lakers. We're seeking a huge franchise win. Aiden rolling right. Throwing. Touchdown, Lemonwood Lakers. And that is the dagger. And Lemonwood with a major franchise win. Not for just their playoff chances, but for the history of this team. Aiden rolling right. Still rolling. Bryce is wide open, and no one's really trying anymore as the game is pretty much sealed off. Aiden will walk in. Jukes. Clock is not ticking. It's a 2-point conversion. Aiden's still... And honestly, I'm bored. I'll cut this play off and I'll start it whenever I get entertained again. There we go. Aiden finally gets back to the other side of the field. Going to run it in. And Bryce has it. And a major lead here for Lemonwood, as they're going to get a huge statement victory. Here's the kick. Sailing toward Tyler. Running the pitch. Now he'll run. And he will be down. Here is Lane. And Lemonwood, season-changing victory here on the road versus Fairhaven. And their playoff hopes are very much alive. He'll throw. Incomplete. 10 seconds remaining as Lemonwood gets ready to celebrate this statement win. Clock has expired. Final play of the game. And it's incomplete. And Lemonwood has done it. They win on the road. A legacy game from Bryce Murrow. And they are firmly in the playoff race now. Bryce, your team gets it done. Just their third ever franchise victory all time. How does this feel to you?
Pretty good. I mean, I was here from the very beginning. I was the captain of this team in the first ever season of the MFL. So being able to come here and actually win, because this is our very first game for Lemonwood at this field, we got destroyed, but we came back here and won the game.
And that's a very good reference back to the first ever preseason game at this stadium. Y'all lost 36-0. How does it feel with the long history of this team losing? How does it feel to be firmly in the playoff race?
Just being in the playoff race is nice because we used to become so much trash. We did not know what we were doing. We had Boo Boo as the other player on Lemonwood, which was not very good for us. So just coming here and actually winning today felt really good. I mean, this is the most touchdowns I've had in my entire career. I just need to learn to throw the ball more if I'm going to be at quarterback position.
How do you feel winning a game on the road versus a divisional foe with the playoff race on the line without your star player and still making a star performance and winning?
I mean, it feels pretty good. Like I said in the halftime interview, I won't be able to make the next Lemonwood game, so hopefully my team can show up for that game so we can get into the playoffs.
All right, sweet. Congratulations on the huge victory. We'll see you next week.